Heard some noise coming out of the garage. Oh no, Phantom Fox is missing. My wife's gonna freak out. I don't know what happened to the car. Oh, I hear something. Oh my god, it's Phantom Fox. Oh man, was I worried trying to explain that to my wife.
Woo!
I was worried somebody stole Phantom Fox.
Just me, hon. Taking advantage of this beautiful day in the car. This is my first drive in the car today.
It still has the burning smell
I
on
love
it.
it. Yes, this is, it actually drove really nice down the road, thank God we live in the country, honey.
I know. Well, you still got to break in, of course, we got to break in the
break
clutch and the
yeah.
motor.
700, stop and go.
Well, I'm sure he's curious to know more about this car, so let's start from the interior, I guess, would be the best way to start.
Yeah, okay. So I got the Recaro seats, actually, even before I decided to do anything with the car, because I was all about, cruising in my car, comfort, and so I decided to get customized seats for the car when I bought it, and they've been sitting in the garage wrapped up in the garage. I was like,
She didn't even show them to me until after the fact.
I didn't. And also, so I got so anyways, with the steering wheel, that was a special edition Hoonigan steering wheel OMP built. So I really I loved the drift car, so I wanted a piece like that in the car. Now this dash insert, so it was really hard to decide as to what I was going to do with that, because I was going to go all white in the front, but then I was like, what, I'm just going to break it up a little bit. And actually,
New Image did a great job.
They did. Actually, and they're the one that recommended let's do, because I wanted a certain one. They're like, you know what, the sun, and didn't want it to fade, so we just took that one piece and it just added a nice pop. Nothing crazy, just gave it some nice.
It wouldn't work
nice
for
look.
me because I got greasy hands all the time. And what
Yeah.
kind of dash is that?
The dash. That's Dakota. I'm trying to think of the name. Digital Dakota. Digital Dakota. I had that one. I love that piece. It really lights up really nice at nighttime. So it's actually very beautiful for the drive. Not that I've driven in the dark yet, but I'm sure that there'll be times coming back from the car shows that I'll need that light. But
Now, those wheels I think look
Oh,
really
yeah.
nice.
I
So
love
what kind of
these
wheels
wheels.
are they?
these wheels are GT350R wheels. They came from what was the company, honey? You deal with
LMR?
LMR. Sorry.
That's okay. A lot to remember.
It is. I haven't been able to talk about the car in a while, but anyways, yeah, from LMR. Joe had them, and he's kind of brought them out to me, and I absolutely love them on the car. As soon as I looked at them, I loved them.
Do you mind firing up? Let's listen to this exhaust.
Sure, this is the best.
All right. I'm sure everyone wants to hear the Fox body. We've got more to talk about, but it's air motor fuel pumps. So we got a Borla Attack with Cook's long tube headers. Give it a rev there, babe. That sounds good. Well, let's talk about the powertrain. So we're going to start from the back forward. So what's in the back? Is it a 8.8 rear end straight axle?
Yeah, it's a no.
It's a Rytec.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the red.
I threw you off.
Sorry.
I threw you off. So I said I was trying to throw you off. It's an 8.8 straight axle. You're like, damn no. So
yeah, so the actual rear end, as you can see, this came from, I bought the whole suspension kit from Rytec. It's independent suspension, like the Cobra R's. I've always wanted something with independent suspension because I like the feel of it. For me, I love handling. I've always been, in handling and had a bike, so that was kind of like a big key thing for me. In the front as well, as you can see, Joe's underneath the car. It's also got the front independent suspension as well. So the system for Rytec is absolutely beautiful. It's so well made. They've road tested on another Fox, and they had it at a show we went to down in Kentucky. And I fell in love with the system. So I knew what I wanted because I said to Joe, I want independent. He says, well, then you need to get a Cobra and pull it out of a 9904 Cobra. So that was kind of hard to find. So then I looked at the Rytec, and that was kind of where I wanted to go with it. So.
And what do you got for brakes?
Brakes are the Brembo 2-piston from Ford. So that was something because it does have basically the 15 newer parts on it because of the rear end coming out of the 15. And then obviously it's just got, oh, what is that?
I think it's a fly.
I need to get my rag. But anyways, yeah, so the brakes are big. We were actually going to look at getting, what were the other ones that we were going to?
Well, 6-piston Brembos,
Yeah,
but they
but
would
they
not
were-
work.
yeah.
They wouldn't work with these wheels. So it's funny, we put these wheels on my 15, that's 6 Brembo brakes, but for some reason,
Yeah,
it would not work on this setup with actually, we tried these wheels on it, would not fit. It
No.
fit on my car, but then when we put them, the brakes on your car, it wouldn't work. So we went to the
Didn't like it. Didn't
we went
like
with the
it.
2-piston Brembo brakes on it. Of course, they're all 15 Mustang brakes. Now let's get the engine compartment so we can look. Go ahead.
But also, the G-force axles in this thing are absolutely amazing. I know that RideTech, they do recommend certain things that you should buy when you're buying the whole RideTech system. So it was G-force and the Drive Shaft Shop, and they're both in the States. I love the G-force ones only because it says custom built for...
They're
you know,
shortened,
yeah,
so
and they're really cool. Like they're like a piece of jewelry for the car, even though you don't really see them. But they're when I sit underneath the car cleaning it, I love seeing them. They're beautiful.
now I know that you put some reinforcement in the car.
Yes, actually Stiflers. Stiflers was awesome. Came aboard. One of my amazing sponsors for this car. They gave me the frame connectors, which the guys at the shop, Ryan and Rob, did an amazing job putting together the car. Also with the help of my husband too. I know he had his fingers.
Oh, I didn't do anything. I just watched.
And yeah, so they ran the fuel lines through the frame connectors. So when we're jacking up the car, we don't pinch the fuel lines, which is a good, which is something that everybody should do. Also, there was also some other stuff. We got the
Well,
webbing.
we're gonna see
The
underneath the
webbing
hood,
is
it's all
really
hitting.
cool. But the webbing also from Stiflers, which is really awesome. It really stiffens
The
up
dry
the car.
shaft loop,
Yeah, the dry shaft safety loop.
the
And,
double hump cross member from them.
And here,
Oh man, this thing is supercharged. I knew that already.
check
I'm just
it out.
yeah. So
Yes, Roush came aboard, and they tuning. They did it. They had a tune for the car, which they did. That was kind of the one thing that we were, the last thing we had to do before we got into the show, and they were awesome. Like,
Now,
I mean,
there's something-
absolutely amazing.
don't mean to interrupt you, babe, but there's something missing here. What's
Yeah.
going on?
I'm sure a lot of people, especially at the car show, were like staring at, trying to figure out what it was. So, yeah, you can see that they're like it's straight, and
The strut tire
yeah.
braces are missing.
Yes, they shaved them suckers off.
Who did the work on that?
Actually?
I know, but she's gonna tell
Yeah,
you.
the guys at CSN Arnold at CSN Alliance, right behind Joe on Dillingham Road in Pickering.
Collision, yeah.
Yeah, they did an amazing job with this car, start to finish. It was just a complete, beautiful transformation. We took everything apart. They even had no rotisserie. I had it painted underneath. They went above and beyond, and I couldn't be more happier with the work done to this car. I'm just in awe with it.
Of course, everything's automotive
Aeromotive fuel, yeah.
fuel and
system.
regulator. Of course, we got the Northern Rad with the dual fans in the front, GLT carbon fiber cold air kit.
Yeah.
Of course, on this situation, we had to put basically a 9904 brake booster, and then of course it's all lined up with the rack. And what kind of headers do you have on this thing?
Cooks, baby, Cooks, only the best. Anyways, they were my favorite. That was probably one of the things that I was so excited to buy were my Cooks headers.
You do own shares of Cooks when you buy a set of headers.
Yeah.
Not cheap, guys, but
No,
they
but
work. They make power.
They're amazing.
So we haven't dynoed this yet. We're still in the middle of working on it.
We're just-
now,
sorry.
let's talk about. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No.
let's talk about how you got this motor. A quick story.
So basically, Joe was sitting there scoping out Marketplace, and he's like, "Listen here, Dennis has got a motor for sale, a Gen 3." I'm like, "No way!" So lo and behold, Joe reached out to Dennis. I said, "I'm buying it," and yeah. So basically, he said, "Well, are you guys heading down to North Carolina?" And we couldn't make to the one race, so he says, "I'll set it up with my buddy Paul." and you guys can pick it up in Michigan if that works for you. No problem. So it went up to a gentleman by the name of Paul, owns a performance shop in Michigan. Great guy. He's got a beautiful Cobra R, beautiful red. I mean, his shop, his toys, Banshees. Oh, he's got one I'm in love with. But they were nice. They helped load it up in the truck, and off me and my dad were heading back with my Gen 3 Coyote. So thank you, Dennis. Thank you for selling that sucker, and that we were able to. I was able to buy that and bring it home.
Yeah, we've known Dennis since the 80s. He used to run Pro 50. And of course, Paul's Performance. He's a great guy. So end up saving us some shipping, bouncing from one trailer to another, from one track to another, to, of course,
in her.
to Michigan, from Michigan to Canada. And now it's in Carrie's car. So, and what kind of transmission do you have?
Oh, that's my Magnum 6-speed. So that was already in the car when I bought it. And actually, I love that transmission. So I already said to Joe, you know what? I want to keep the transmission because it.
Well, you don't want to go automatic?
Hell no. Who goes automatic? No, I was kidding. No, but it's just one of my favorite transmissions by far. I actually love the Magnum in it.
Of course, you got the UPR grip handle there.
Yes, I do. Also, we were going to talk about the AC that we don't have the AC in the car yet. So that's something that is going to happen in the car. It's probably the last thing that I have to do with the car. We ordered a power steering system from Force Performance. Great guys to deal with, and it actually it's beautiful. Did you want to see what it looks like?
I don't know if we're going to be able to see it from here, but
oh,
let me
yeah.
see.
Well, you can kind of see the bracket, but they did a beautiful job customizing.
There's a lot going on here with the Roush blower, but it's at the bottom underneath this bracketry
I'll
from
have to do a video.
Roush.
I'll do a video later when I'm underneath the car and I can show my show the people. But
of course, you got a Cervini's 2.5-inch cowl.
yeah, I do. I have
Old
that.
school.
Love it.
One thing about this car, when you look at it, it looks like just a white coupe painted with black wheels until you literally crawl underneath it and really find out it's like basically a sheep in a wolf's clothes, right? Or vice versa.
Yeah.
A wolf in sheep's clothes. I'm Portuguese, so I say everything backwards.
It's like toast bread, eh, honey?
That's right.
Yeah, but also we got the Maker's Garage, which makes an awesome. They make the awesome chin splitter in the front. Pinch weld covers on the side that really adds nicely to the car. Nice touch. It really accents the car, which I absolutely love.
We were thinking about carbon fiber. It gets so chipped. We plan to be at 19 different car shows this summer. Yeah. So we're hoping that everybody gets to see it. And it's going to be in Michigan. Where?
Oh, at Fox Fest. Yes, it'll be a feature car there. The guys there asked me if we could feature the car, which, yeah, I mean, of course, I got like Stiflers, who was awesome. I want them to be able to show their product under the car. I mean, that's what it's all about. They were a great help. So, I want to show people that, Stiflers is a great name, great product. Everything is beautiful when it comes packaged. They just above and beyond, with the conversation and seeing the car, and they were just so hyped up about the car. So I'm so glad they came aboard.
And who signed the car?
Chip Boost!
Where is it? Hang on, we gotta show the proof.
Okay, yeah,
So Chip's a really nice guy. I've got to talk to him quite a few times at the car show. So there's his signature. He really talked, asked questions about the car, how long it took us to build it. So this car, from beginning to end, it was literally 2 months. So that was impressive for the body shop to get it back to us in 1 month. Normally, most body shops are a year plus. Some less, but Arnold did a great job because we had a deadline. We want to get it done, so I always tell people, talk to the body shop and ask them how long it's going to be, kind of get a deadline time, because if you don't, people drag it on. But Arnold was great. He got it back to us, and some jobs take longer than others. This car was not bad. The paint was awful on it, so it got a fresh paint job top and bottom. And I don't mean to.
From far.
Yeah. So I mean, she went from a black coupe to a white coupe. She always wanted a white coupe.
I did.
Now we're gonna be doing a lot of stories, being on the road. We're gonna do stuff for our YouTube video. We're really gonna start putting more effort into the YouTube video. So follow me if you don't mind describing, and you get to see Carrie, and she's gonna do different videos. We plan to talk about the Zephyr, my Pro 50 86, of course, my race car. So follow us on YouTube,
Yes, please.
and please help us get followers. and describe and press the button, smash the button, hit the throttle.
Like
That's what
they
we're gonna
all
call
say,
it.
yep.
Hit the
There's
throttle.
different ways.
Yeah, different ways to do it. So thanks for listening. So what was it fun for your first ride?
It was, except I'm just,
Nervous?
I am, because I don't want anything on the car. So right now I need to get it up on the jacks that I had it on, and I gotta clean underneath the car.
And I thought they stole your car.
I'm turning out to be a little bit like my dad now. Now I see where he comes from, and he doesn't want to take his car out. So
Well, we live out in the country. So far,
Yeah.
there's no bugs. So we're in the middle of nowhere. So this is our private drag strip when nobody's watching. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but this is where we get to have some fun. And
everywhere.
so we're going to let everybody go. And please follow us on YouTube here. And please help us out. And we're just trying to get to build up our YouTube channel. And we're going to have some more great stories. Some are going to be my corny stories, of course. So.
It'll be fun.
But we're having fun. Carrie's having a great time. Of course, she has to break in the clutch before we put on the dyno. So we'll have a YouTube video with the car on the dyno to let everybody know how much power it made. So our video's not super professional, but we're starting off, and they'll get better as we start. But I like to do things off the fly, no editing, just the way it is, the true world of life with your Fox bodies. We're true Fox body people. I've had Fox body. I've had over 250 of them. Since the literally early, basically 86 and up, 1986 and up, and if you're a real Fox body, you got one back in the day, and if you survived in a Fox body, I mean survived as life survival, because a lot of guys crashed and got killed. In the 80s, it happened all the time. People lost control and got killed, but I was fortunate I survived that whole 80s, 90s, and 2000, of course, and started racing professionally. So thanks for listening. I'm going to keep going on here. Carrie, thumbs up, and we're going to have some fun. So we're planning to probably go out and cruise some more today, and you'll see us around. Take care.